looks like I have a whole lot of people ready to tune in today anyway. All right, guys, Sincere, District 120. I really, I got, I got some good news and some bad news. Free to be me. So I don't know what y'all want first. If y'all want the good news or the bad news. Wise you. District 120. You want the bad news first? The bad news is that we're not gonna be able to have our usual class session. West Coast Wise, Knowledge of Law, Scientific. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do our regular class the way we're used to. But you know, I got it's good news attached. I got good news too. The good news is that my daughter, my youngest daughter, she graduated and she won valedictorian of junior high school. So she's out of there. She's going to high school next year. But unfortunately for me, the graduation ceremony tomorrow begins at 9 o'clock. And I'm not a very good morning person. I'm not, I'm good at finishing up. But, in terms of being on the clock or being somewhere at a certain time, and that time is early in the morning, we have issues. I have issues. So, I'm gonna have to take it down early today. I'm gonna have to take it down early today so I can make it there for 9 o'clock. But you know how we do. We go back in listening. We sometimes we go a whole day strong. But I have what's your name though? I had a little epiphany. I know how I do. Because I don't know, so I had the bubonic for a couple of days or something. But I'm good now. Not 100%, but I have a question. I have a question for everyone to consider. Yeah, West Coast, right? See, yeah, being up to 4 a.m. Yeah, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Getting up at 4 a.m. That's the issue. 793rd, I was born. But I have a question for people to consider. This one, it's going to be kind of like the old school how we used to do. This one doesn't have, this one is a question for you to come with your understanding. I want to see how you see it. You know what I mean? But, what is the difference, right? Like when we say the true and living God, what do we mean by that? We know and understand there's only one God, right? That's the black man. But you see in the lessons where it tells you, also beaten and killed by the ones that advocated that kind of God. What kind of God is that as opposed to the true and living God? And so the way I want to, in particular, ask that question, right, is what's the difference between the Greek and the Roman gods and the Hindu gods and all of these other? What's the difference between them and us? See, because that could be why, and I'm not saying you're having trouble, but if you are having trouble, that could be what it is you're not understanding that when you trying to teach that the black man is God, right? The other person don't have the same idea and concept of what kind of God you're talking about. See, like I said, our concept that we indoctrinated into through religion, is that, God, in particular for Christianity, God is a magical white man that lives in the sky. You know what I'm saying? But, the, kind of personification of it may be different. But in all of these various religions, that's what they teaching you, that, there's these magical beings that live in the sky, under the ground, or, they're animating objects, gods of the trash can, gods of the river bottom. What is the difference between all of them, right? And who you teaching that you are? So I'll leave that, I'll leave y'all with that to contemplate. Of course, y'all know how we do. Yeah, I noticed this right here too. I didn't get a chance to respond. True and Living Channel 7, peace to the God. I see the wordsmith added on to his name. West Coast Wise said we need the link to build on that. Well, yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? If you got a short, answer or whatever you want to type in the comment section of this video right here, you know what I'm saying? But of course, the next show that I come on, that's going to be the topic. You know what I'm saying? So, anybody who wants to come on live and add on in that way, that's supreme peace too. True self. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of us, we heard that story, of the guy asking Allah, to give him special powers. You know, what about the special powers? Because when he went in his neighborhood to teach that he was God, the people wanted to see him live out the concept of that kind of God that they have been being taught about. All right, we got Arabi. Who is it? Ibn Arabi.
Peace.
Recap the show and prove.
Peace, Lon.
The original Mr. 120 said the true and living God has experienced and conquered the tribulations that the 85s are suffering from. Yeah, I mean, in terms of a recap of the show and prove, I mean, yeah, you would probably be a better person to give the recap than me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was so in the mix of the action, you know, really, you know, to me it was you know, it was a great event. You know, I liked it because, you know, it had a lot of parallels with the original show and prove. You know what I'm saying? How, you know, it had been, you know, a period of time of trials and tribulations where, you know, brothers wasn't coming together. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the way brothers came together, you know, and did something for the babies and just, you know, everything that it represented, you know, was a lot of parallels with this, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of brothers came out, probably, but a good 15% of the people there probably was random Jews. How many, VC round? How many, how many people from the Random Jews channel that we have out there? Reality, West Coast Watch said I had the time of my life out there building every day from 10 a.m. to past midnight. Yeah, you know, and you know that's what I'm saying. You know, I saw a lot of brothers get a chance to experience that. You know what I'm saying? For even if it wasn't the first time, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was the first time in a while. You know what I'm saying? You know, the people who came, you know, they could tell you that there's an energy there that is not the same as the internet. That's what we talking about when we say, you know, look, you can't just do this on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and you can't really explain it. Like, see, when the guy said, you know, building every day from 10 a.m. to past midnight, whatever it is, brother, just building. Whenever we, you know, even him telling you that, right? You know, he probably could tell you, yeah, he knew that was going to happen when he got here, but then the actual experience of it, you know what I'm saying? That particular energy that's at the show and prove, you know what I'm saying, you know, hasn't been manifested, you know, that this was the first time, you know, since the pandemic and all that. You know, it's not the same. You know, if you've been to a rally, you know what I'm saying, and then you know, you see the Zoom or whatever, and that's, you know, it's peace. I'm not knocking it. But I'm just saying that, you know, realize, you know, that the you know, the only way to see the fullest potential, you understand what I'm saying, for the culture to be able to transfer at the highest rate, man. It's got to be cell to cell. It's got to be person to person. Like we not. See, like dogs, they can hear dumb fall. You know what I'm saying? Some they can see in the dark, and you got all other type of magnetic powers, and sharks can smell in a drop of blood. Nah, people ain't like that. Our senses work right here, around here, like this. That's how we gotta get close up on something to see it. We can't hear from across the ocean. We don't have echolocation like dolphins and stuff. We don't have that. You see what I'm saying? So in order for us to have an experience, we got to be in that place. Now I was born, said I seen it as a real show of equality, a real show of social equality. We came together for a common cause, and there was no big I's and little U's. The wordsmith was I still can't believe you missed it. The wordsmith was here for like 2 weeks, right before the show improved, and then he left. He left like the day before or something. His 793rd said it was 10 to 16. Yeah, I'm telling you, that there was a lot of brothers out there from the Random Jewish Show. But I didn't even get, like I said, I was, on the grill, doing this, having different things I had to handle. So I didn't even get a chance to build with the brothers like I wanted to. But they was doing their thing. Scientific asks, when will the devil be destroyed if we carry out these laws? I mean, I wouldn't say if it,
Peace.
Peace, you should do. I mean, I would just put the what's your name in. The devil will be destroyed when we carry out those laws. You know what I mean? Until then, he'll keep doing his thing. Divine understanding. Love eternal said coming together in the flesh to agree and disagree in peace, and the law will manifest. Divine truth for law. Christopher Gooden. Free to be me, said life is what you make it. God is what you make it. The true light is hard to consume by the average mortal. FDJ Beats. 7. Original Mr. 120 said, I attended. Going through the math with the brothers in person is way different than on here. I also got some jewels from the elders that I took home. Whole experience was peace and positive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once you experience it, then you see what we saying. See, if you only be on the internet, you're like, yo, why do brothers keep acting like you got to be in New York to have knowledge? It's not even that you got to be in New York. You know what I'm saying? But you have to walk with God. Absolutely.
You building with somebody on your phone?
Say it again?
You building with somebody on the phone?
Yeah.
He live.
What you said?
Oh, okay.
I met some young Mecca natives on the God Day, so I'm not dissatisfied in the least bit.
Peace.
West Coast Wise said you were too busy to get the group reflection, had to chase you down all day for that. Yeah, man, listen. But look, next year I'm be on break. Watch.
Where's that on Zoom?
YouTube.
Oh.
Wise, you said true and living is righteous. Who is in accord with his culture of our God, doing things and getting things done, growing, developing, not said Greek or Roman story, not gonna set up at home for nothing.
Who?
Into that name.
Darkim.
West Coast Wise said the elders built with them and said, that's for you, not the internet. You see what I'm saying? Listen, believe it or not, I come on here and talk 3 hours a day. It's stuff I don't tell y'all on here. You might can't believe it. But it's wisdom that's above this grade right here.
Okay. Peace.
But like I said though, you know, and that's how y'all do. I know y'all people. So you know, everybody check back to the beginning of the video. I asked the question, you know, for people to manifest their understanding about you know, what is the difference between the God that you teaching that you are, right? The true and living God, and you know, that kind of God that's being advocated by the different religious groups. What's the difference between us and the Roman guys, the Greek guys, the Christian guys, et cetera, et cetera? Not too much longer.
Yeah, I heard you say what you said. So that's why I came up here. I'm about to go to Jess' house.
What Jess?
He off today.
All right, hold on. You know, so, you know, everybody take that into consideration. If you want to give your answer, if you just want to type it out, you can put it in the comment section of this video like we used to do back when the Random Jewels channel first got started, you know, but we're going to be discussing the topic, and we will have the link, so anybody that wants to come in, you know, and you know, add on a little more in detail, maybe you got a little bit more to add on to it, you don't want to type, you know, so that'll be the topic of the next video, you know. In the meantime, in between time, you know, I gotta go. You know, I'm gonna make sure I give my daughter the congratulations from all of you guys on her accomplishment of graduating valedictorian from junior high school. And like I said, me not being a morning person, I gotta take it down now because I gotta be at the graduation ceremony at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say peace. If you made it this far in the live, of course, do the each one teach one, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna say peace. And you know, if probably be tomorrow. If not, we definitely be here Friday. So, peace.